Hello Crafting Divas, Maggie here bringing you another video. Today I am working on my December daily junk journal and I have started it actually in November, the 19th of November, which is the week of Thanksgiving. And I started it for Thanksgiving because I like to celebrate that as part of my December festivities, if you will. So anyway, I didn't realize that I didn't record the first day, which is the 19th, but this is the 20th, so I'm not too far behind. And I do believe I do a quick flip through, and you'll be able to see the 19th. But anyway, I'm using a pocket page from the Happy Planner. And I'm just putting, kind of rearranging all these little pieces that I had in my stash of stuff. I'm not sure where they came from, but they fit pretty good. And then I decided for this big pocket on the bottom to cut out a piece of cardstock that I had. And I'm going to use that as my date marker. And I'm using those numbers, the big numbers that are from the Happy Planner, for the month of, the 2 weeks in November, to kind of keep it uniform. And I'm also going to be using those circle or color, what are they? I think they're like rose gold circular sticker that you saw me put the number on. Those will also be throughout the first 2 weeks of November. To kind of tie everything and kind of sort of keep it cohesive. Although I'm not really worried about that too much. These little cards, they came in a kit, and I'm not sure where I got them from, but I loved them because of their fall-ish color scheme. And then the little coffee cup with the pumpkin that's right in the middle of the page, that is actually from a paper pad, like a notepad that I bought at Walmart last year. So I just cut that little coffee out and stuck it onto one of those little squares. I think those are about 3x3 or 2x2s, the ones in the middle right there. And then I put a little chipboard heart next to that coffee mug or coffee cup as well. You saw me a little bit punch a hole on the top of that tree card, and now I'm kind of sifting through some pictures that I have. Now, the pictures that I'm using aren't necessarily pictures that I took that day or that represent anything of this time period. Is just stuff that I had lying around that, I don't know if I'll be using pictures in all of them, but I wanted to put this picture because I kind of like this picture of myself. I don't like how I photo very often, so I went ahead and put it down. My hair is a lot shorter than that now, but that is that. I will be doing the journaling on the back of that long card. And I think I'll do that off camera. I don't think I do it on here. But yeah, that is where we're at. Now we're moving on to the next day, which is the 21st. And this is a piece of cardstock that I had lying around, and it was like my wipe off for that stamping pad, and so is that white piece of paper, and that white piece is actually tissue paper, and I'm going to use that to glue it down, kind of tie it into the other stamp. It's the same kind of stamp, which is like this, almost kind of looks like fencing, but it's really pretty. I love this stamp. I use this quite a bit as a backdrop to my mixed media projects. Here comes those foiled sheets again, which is, like I said, they're going to be the base for all my numbers, and then the number. And then I'm not sure where I was going, what I want to do with the rest of this page, but I know I'll be using the back to do my journaling. I didn't have too much going on. Mostly this week was about prepping and working. I am finishing my last week of work. I will no longer be cleaning as many homes. I'm transitioning my business into more of a commercial setting. So I pulled out these Project Life cards. One was a pretty big one, and I glued a lottery ticket, a Powerball lottery ticket that I did not win, but I am a winner because I am going to win the lottery. That's right. You heard it here first. I will be winning the lottery. And that's just the first one of the non-winning ones. I got to go through a few before I get to the winning ones. Anyway, and I'm just making a tip out so that I could kind of hide my journaling, which isn't that cool. So I decided to just put it behind this good grief, this large Project Life card. And then I have another Project Life card that I'm going to turn into a pocket to hold any other little pictures or knickknacks that I happen to find. I'm also going to be using that tag that's at the top, and I'll work on that here in a minute after I turn this into a little pocket, but I'm struggling with the red tape. So I finally just get the scissors and take care of that, do the 3 sides, and then stick it to my page to give me the pocket that I want. Yeah, there we go. Scissors work better with red tape than my little card that I was trying to use. And I love the red tape, but I hate those little red, when you take the little red tabs off, they're kind of staticky, so that always sticks to my hand. But anyway, that's pretty much all that I do. I do turn, like I said, I turn that little that tag at the top by that pen, I turn that into another little journaling mechanism by sticking another one of those these stickers here. They're kind of shaped the same, so I pick one, stick it on the back because where the writing is or the sale stuff is. Then I punch a hole at the top and run some baker's twine through it, and then I'll stick it in that little pocket, and that way I can have a little journaling spot later on. I also take and some dye and kind of distress both sides of this yellow page because it was a little too bright for me. I wanted it to be a little bit more in the muted fall-ish tones, if you will. But that is pretty much all that I do with this first round, 19th, 20th, and 21st of November. And if you want to keep watching what I do or how I come up with finish this album off, make sure to subscribe and like my channel. Thanks, guys. Bye.